Alexa, volume 4. Alexa, volume 4. Had to yell at Alexa. Hi, how are you? Okay. How do I look? Do I look all right? Looking sharp, looking spry, feeling good. Cheers. I don't know if there's anything going on tonight on the in the sports world. I mean, I don't know if people are watching baseball. Not likely. Blues Avalanche. Would like Colorado to close that out. Not gonna lie. Get them rested up. I got Connor McDavid in my ass. The next series, Celtics Heat. Who gives a shit? Stupid sport. Hey, what's up, Steve-O? Angelo, I think. I do look good. Thank you so much. All right. What am I going to do here? So I got to talk about the PGA for a little bit. Is Mike in Milwaukee? We could do that. I have my notes. I got good notes. I should be relatively organized tonight. I know, Steve. I saw your brother had, what's his name? But I do want to talk about the PGA a little bit. Well, me and my brother, we didn't talk about it. Well, no, we did talk about it. My brother and I, we discussed JT at 25-1 Saturday when he was 7 shots back. And I think it even got higher. I think someone said 250-1 at some point during the day on Sunday. But I mean, he was. If that number was like 40-1, I would have said, yeah, or 50. I would have been like, yeah, he's 7 shots back, but that might be worth it. 25-1 wasn't really worth it. That's a bad number. But we were thinking about it. I thought it was possible. I even thought Xander was possible when he got to even and the lead was 5. Now it ended up being, I think, 8 by the end of the day, but at the time it was 5. But no, I just no, we didn't have that. But we'll talk about it. Let's do it now. So, yeah, welcome to the show. If you send out a retweet, hit a like or subscribe. Well, you could probably subscribe, but if you could hit the like button, that'd be cool. I'd appreciate that. Yeah. All right. So, how do I want to start? Let's get back to our roots here. All right. I have no show and tell, although I purchased some show and tell, and I will have that eventually. Looking forward to that. I got no shout outs. I got no announcements, really. I don't think. Yeah. I don't think so. No shout outs, no announcements. I need Xander to be Fleetwood on Sunday. He cost me a 2-ball parlay. Tommy Fleetwood made 5 birdies in a row. That's not Xander's fault, Steve. It's not Xander's fault. And you had JT, so stop your bitching because you can't have everything, Steve. Where would you put it? All right? You've hit like 10 winners this year, and you're still complaining, and it's only May. Just zip it over there. All right, money bags? Jesus. All right. All right, so we're going to do a listener league? Let's do that. Because I'm a little upset about the listener league. I'm not going to lie. I am not going to lie. I am a little upset about the listener league. Because the guy who won is in the witness protection program, and I cannot find him, can't contact him. I don't think he watches the show. I don't think he's on Twitter. I think he's just some rando who got in. I don't know how he got in. He might have gotten in years ago, became an official part of the league or something. And now I can't find him. He has not claimed his ball. So F that guy. I've done very well. I credit your show a huge help. Well, thanks, Steve. I appreciate that. I did find last week's guy, Aaron Linder, Lindros 8810. Fucking Flyers suck, bro. Maybe I shouldn't have said his name out there. Sorry, Aaron. I won't give out your address. But I found him. Through DraftKings, which was good. But I've yet to connect with last week's winner, TJ Junk, 77. A little annoyed. The guy's been around. He's been a notable top 10. Now he's won. And the whole point is to be involved. I'm gonna have to make some amendments to next year's listener league. These freaking people. All right. So, let's see. Okay, so TJ Junk won. He had 457 points. He won by 16. I don't believe you. I watched your show everywhere. I don't believe you. That is a bullshit. I think that is a bullshit account. I don't trust anything you're saying. Fucking Slappy or Cecil or any of you fucking idiots. I don't trust any one of you. So kiss my ass. You think you want to claim? You have to prove it to me. To prove it. People trying to steal other people's shit. Bunch of scumbags. Anyway, TJ Junk, the real one, he won by 16. So he got 40 points in the race for the bagel. His lineup did not have Justin Thomas, by the way. Zalatoris second. Mito third. Fleetwood T5. Beat Steve's matchup parlay or whatever. Poor Steve. He's drying his tears with $100 bills over there. Rory finished in 8th. All right, so did not have JT, but 4 guys in the top 10. Homa T13. Lowry T23. Tyler, if you are TJ Junk, are you on Twitter? Check your DraftKings messages and get back to me. All right? That's what you can do. There's DMs on DraftKings to you from me. If that's you, you will respond. If you're on Twitter, you'll find me. Other than that, kiss my ass. I am not listening to a word you say. All right? But congratulations on the win, if that is you. All right, we'll do notable top 10s. Notable top 10s. Everybody's favorite segment. Second place, a Gas Boat 1. Finished second place, got 25 points. Tie for 3. Tie for third. Our boy Gup. I think he had a huge week. I think he did. I'm not sure. I didn't break it down, but he finished third in the listener league. So good job by Gup. By Gup, excuse me. And he tied with last week's winner, Lindros 8810. The Flyers still suck. And they both got 17.5 points for finishing a tie for third. Fifth place, this fucking guy. I mean, got knocked out of first. Like this guy, this is the heart of a champion right here. Heart of a lion. Matty Bearjets, who's a better DFS player than the Jets are an NFL franchise. That's for damn sure. Matty Bearjets got knocked off his perch and said, you know what? Screw this. Gets a notable top 10, finished in 5th place, got 12 points, and took back first place in the race for the bagel. I really don't want him to win. I do not want to send this freaking thing to goddamn England or Scotland or wherever the hell he is. And those bullshit addresses. It's going to cost me forever. Anyway, maybe I'll make him pay the shipping. 6th place, Winnie Boom Boom. He finished 6th place, got 9 points. 7th place, Fel Dorenzos. Finished 7th place, 7 points. Marcino, 75. I think that's Mike. I think that's Mike in Milwaukee. I could be wrong. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. Finished in 8th place, got 5 points. Congratulations. And a tie for 9th. Dub KJ, former winner. And my boy Jay Seals. Seals is a fucking legend. Seals won the Listener League at the PGA last year. He texted me, I think, Saturday. I said, you wouldn't believe it, but last minute I was going to swap out Brooks for Zalatoris, and I decided against it and decided to stick with my gut. Probably would have been a good switch. I don't know who else he had. Probably had some good players. Because I looked at his lineup, and yeah, that probably would have been nice. But, hey, Seals, multiple top 10. You got 2 points. Congratulations. My guy. All right, so me. This was bullshit. All right, this was fucking bullshit. I didn't really give out a lineup on the show last week. I just kind of went through some stuff. I gave out some names. Like, I like this guy. I had a player pool for like the first time in my life. I had 19 players in the player pool. Kind of stats oriented, which I don't like to do. But I went through it. And I went through the lineup, and I was up late last Wednesday, breaking shit down. I was breaking shit down. And I played some of the guys that I liked that were in my player pool, everything else. And for whatever reason, for some godforsaken reason, I decided, you know what? I think I'm going to play Dustin Johnson. Not in the player pool, Dustin Johnson. I'm going to play him. So that hurt. And his miscut. I mean ever, in years, have never gotten Dustin Johnson right in my life. When he was on a heater, I'm like, he doesn't care. It's not going to keep going. Guy won like 9 tournaments. I never get Dustin Johnson right. So, it's frustrating. So that sucked. Other than that, I have a solid 5 out of 6. I had Xander T13. Was good. Joaquin Niemann T23. That was disappointing. I got a little excited when he got to like 2-3 under par. Fitzy T5. Thought he was going to win. I had a Fitzy ticket, 55 to 1, 50 to 1, something like that. So made it into the final group. I was live going into Sunday. Bogey the first hole. That was trouble. Taylor Gooch T20 and Russell Henley T60. Very disappointing Sunday for Russell. But all those guys, those 5 guys were all in my player pool. And in fact, if you look at my player pool right here, let's go through it real fast. Brooks over Zalatoris. Don't worry about it, Andy. All right, so I'm going to read you some names and their finishes. This is boring. I don't give a shit. It enunciates the stupidity of going off of my list and playing DJ for some crazy reason. Russell Henley, T60. JT, win. Hideki, T60. Cameron Smith, T13. Tom Hoagie, T9. Luke List, T41. Sam Burns, T20. Jordan Spieth, T34. Taylor Gooch, T20. Xander, T13. Fitzpatrick, T5. Adam Hadwin, T71. It's a made cut. Keegan, T48. Aaron Wise, T23. Neiman, T23. Harold Varner, who I can't stand, T48. Chris Kirk, T5. It was there. There is a world where I have Chris Kirk at T5. I got Fitzy. I got JT. I got Xander. You're throwing a Gooch or a Neiman or a Tom Hoagie, T9. It was there. It was fucking there. And me, like a schmuck, like, I'm going to play DJ. No, you fucking moron. You did all this work. You're on vacation. You had the week off. You did all this work. All you had to do was follow your fucking list. And I didn't. So that was annoying. I was shitty in the Listener League. I finished 53rd. I got 70th in the Carbon Cup. I dropped down to 5th place overall, or 4th place, which is good. All right, I'm in the mix. 4th place, we're sitting pretty. But that's disappointing. Very disappointing. Now, I did have Now, for whatever reason, I decided to take Justin Thomas as one of my one and dones in my go by the book type of, it's a major, you want a top 10 player, stick with that. I went Neiman everywhere else. That didn't work. So, but I jumped a shitload of spots. I'm sitting right outside the top 125. I got to get in the top 100 to cash. So, yeah, we got some one and done life. All right, so the season's not over. All right, we got two majors down. I got 2 more to go. We got the playoffs. All right, we're in the mix. But we can't come up with an elaborate scheme to come up with this great player pool and then ignore it. That's dumb. And we have to stop doing it. All right, so we'll note to self, little FYI, don't fucking ignore all the work that you do. That was stupid. So, my DraftKings team was a disaster. The PGA pool thing that I did, I had Patrick Cantlay on there for some reason. Again, another guy not in the player pool. But I had to make those picks early, so that was bullshit. So, yeah, the closest outright I had was Fitzpatrick. I lost my Zalatoris beat me in the 3 balls. Henley sucked. Seamus Power was great for some reason. I didn't have him. He beat Joaquin Neiman. Cameron Young, very impressive, by the way. Just throw that out there. Yeah, DJ lost to Shane Lowry in his matchup. So that killed my matchup parlay. Got like 5 out of 8 in that one. They don't pay you for that, by the way. 5 out of 8 in a parlay? Yeah. Congratulations for going 5 and 3. All right. So that's that. All right, so that was my PGA. Very exciting. I just think that it's funny. Not funny. I think it's Steve. Poor Steve. Steve's not watching. Steve's not paying attention. Steve is not paying attention. Steve, you missed the show last week, I thought. We talked about that. I didn't overthink. I underthought. My head was in the clouds. What can I tell you? It's all right. I take responsibility for my actions. That was a bad action. And I'm sitting here killing myself. Man, Chris Kirk, Kevin Na was a good pick. He had a good week. Bobby McIntyre made a cut. Adam Hadwin made a cut. All those guys under 7 that I mentioned, they all did good. So I was on it. I got nothing for it. Got nothing to show for it other than a JT one and done. I got some one and done life because of it. All right, so we're done with that. I've been talking long enough about the stupid PGA. There's Elizabeth. Hi, Elizabeth. I'll make you laugh at work. A few 50 Joe. All right. Steve, I'm busy. Can we talk about this later? Thank you very much. All right. Top 20. All right. Screw it. All right, so let's talk about Colonial. All right, let's get this bullshit out of the way. Congratulations to Justin Thomas. You know, it's so funny. Just a little side note. It's really not that funny, but it's always a lot easier to pick the winners of these tournaments after the fact. JT was a big favorite at the Masters. Along with, I guess, all the regular favorites. And, he was a very popular pick. So was Jordan Spieth. So was, maybe not Spieth. Nah, maybe. You know who wasn't a popular pick for the Masters? Scotty Scheffler. Because he just won 3 times. And there was no way he's going to win 4 times. That's impossible. And then Scotty Scheffler wins the Masters. Oh, Rory and JT. Got bones on the bag now. Yeah. All makes perfect sense. And then you had this week, a lot of Spieth, a lot of Scotty Scheffler, a lot of Rory. Rory was the chalk in the $10,000 range. A lot of Morikawa, and I know in the odds, JT was like in the top 3 or 4 or whatever. But coming off that Byron Nelson where he finished like top 5, I just didn't feel like he was the hype. He was the hype pick this week. Like he kind of was more so for the Masters than he was than the PGA. Now I could be wrong. I didn't take in a lot of content. I could be totally talking out of my ass. I just didn't get the feel that it was like JT was a runaway pick. I thought people were taking Spieth. They were taking Rory. They even gave Scheffler a nod because of his, because of his practice round there and his comments about how much he loved the course. I really think it just comes down to being not anti-common sense, but anti-common sentiment. Because if you look at it now, it's like JT, he's been playing great all year. He had that good win performance at the Players. He just finished in the top 5. He's obviously hitting the ball well. It's like, it seems obvious now. And I did like him as a top 10 player in the field. I said on the show last week, JT might be a little soft. Same thing with Rory. And, conditions are tough. I don't know how I feel about that. I think JT has proven that should not be a factor anymore. Now, maybe he had already did that, and I was just like, gonna wait and see. Well, I wait, and I saw, and now I'm convinced, he could probably play in the wind. I think it's safe to say JT can play in the wind. All right, moving on. I wasn't feeling that well. Right. Well, Steve, I'm glad to have you here this week. I got a couple of names for you I think you might be interested in, and we'll go from there. All right, so Colonial, what am I looking for this week? I was lucky enough and happy to be on the Golf Gambling Podcast with Boston Capper and Twitter with Steve on Monday night. I don't even remember. Well, I kind of remember some of the names I threw out there, but it's a little different. I had a day or two to stew on. I don't know how all these people put out content on Mondays so early. It's like, it's too early. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not comfortable. I got no conviction. I got feelings. You want to hear my feelings? I can give you feelings on a Monday, but I can't give you any conviction. No vim or vigor. Is that it? Vim and vigor? All right. So what am I looking for? Where the hell are my notes? I thought I had good notes. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I've had pretty shitty success at this event over the years. Figure this out. 2018, you know who my one and done pick was at the Colonial in 2018? Chesson Hadley. I don't even think that guy's got a card anymore. But he finished T20. 2019, I had 3 of 6. But the two guys that I had 2 one and dones. Hey, if you got 2 one and dones, you don't have any. Jim Furyk and Charlie Hoffman, they both finished T13. But a 3 of 6 lineup, terrible. 2020, 5 of 6, of course. Xander T3 in the return to golf. Finau is my one and done, T23. Finau's a very popular pick this week. And last year, I got 4 of 6 through. Again, terrible. Rose, Garcia, and Finau, again, all finished T20. Sungjae Im was my one and done. He missed the cut. So, what do we learn from that? I guess nothing, because I am not changing. I know what I want here. It's Colonial, man. Ball striking bastards. Texas guys, possible. Wind. Now, the weather's kind of goofy. I think they're going to be low. I think they're going to tear the place up tomorrow and Friday. I think that you're going to get some low scores. And then the wind picks up over the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and I think they're going to kind of like level out. So that's what I think is going to happen. So that being said, if I'm going for like a grinder, make the cut, deal with the wind, well, that sucks because none of that shit, I don't need that until Saturday. But if they don't get to Saturday, it doesn't matter. So I need people who could score. Need some birdie makers. Birdie makers, but if then the weather turns, then they can grind. Those are hard guys to find. That's a big ask. Who's going to go out there and light it up? And then when it gets hard, they're going to be able to, it doesn't match. That's hard to do. So it's going to be a little goofy. If I play like a wind guy that can grind it out, I don't want him to get lapped by these birdie makers on Thursday or Friday and miss the cut at -1. So we'll see. We'll talk it through. My boy Rob Bolton. I'm sure other people have said this, but I saw it from Rob Bolton. So, quoting Rob, if somebody else had it, fine, congratulations. Maybe my new best friend Stevie Bamford had it as well, but I'm sourcing Rob Bolton on this one. The last 19 winners, average age 36, and at least and 6 starts experience. So 36 and 6. The last 19 winners. I think Kokrak was like right on the cusp. Like it might have been his 5th appearance and he just turned 37 or something like that. The point being is that, Colonial's got goofy greens and experience matters. And that's just usually, like last 19, that's a lot. It's a lot of, now, Jordan Spieth won this in his 20s, which means somebody old must have won. All I'm saying is that was what he said. Last 19 winners, age 36, 6 starts experience. Jordan Spieth was a super elite player at the time. All right? Fossil alert. Screw you. Well, I don't like playing these crusty old guys. All right? We're moving on from that. We're going youth, experience. How about a retweet? All right? How about a retweet? Retweet your boy. All right? I gotta boost my numbers. All right? It's starting to affect it's I don't have to. I'd like to. I don't have to. Big distinction there. It'd be nice. So I want my ball striking bastards in the Texas wind. I want some age, some experience, whatever. We're looking at it, but it's not mandatory. All right? We're coming up with our own stuff. All right, so let's go through the slate here. I'm going to rip. No, I don't want to rip this off. On Golf Gambling Podcast Monday night, when we were talking about the top of the range, I said that I think the value is going to be with Scotty Scheffler. All right? I still believe that to be true. Looking at ownership, Spieth's really highly owned. All right? A quarter of the lineups are going to have Jordan Spieth. This is basically a cross-off. Not a cross-off. If you have Spieth in your lineup, which I'm going to, if you have Spieth in your lineup and you're and again, 25% of the field also has Spieth in their lineup, they cancel each other out. So that's 5 versus 5. 75% of the field does not have Jordan Spieth. So you need Spieth to play well. I don't see a scenario in which he doesn't top 20. I don't think he's going to win. He could. He does have winning upside. He's not my pick. He's not going to be my one and done. But of all the guys above 10,000, with the experience and the course history and everything else, like, I mean, the guy's been unbelievable. Spieth. Where's my Spieth notes? It's his 10th appearance. He's got 7 top 10s. Never missed a cut. He's got a win. His last 3 starts, win, second, 34th. Okay, so he didn't have a great PGA. Shoot him. This is one of his happy hunting grounds. We said the same thing at Pebble Beach. Now, we also said the same thing at the Masters, and he missed a cut there finally for the first time. So it's plausible. Yes. Had goofy weather at the Masters this year. Maybe that was a factor. I don't see a scenario where Jordan Spieth is not relevant this week. So even though he's highly owned, even though everyone's picking him, I don't think he's going to win, but he's definitely somebody you have to roster on DraftKings. How can you not? Now, Jordan Spieth sucks, right? He's got a bad swing routine. Can't make any putts. He's a head case. It's not sustainable. He's horrible. He's not as good as anybody else. He dresses like a 6-year-old. Yeah, fine. Okay, so if that's the case, like I think you're getting Scotty Scheffler at a discount at like 40% owned. I think he's a better play than Colin. I do. I think he's a better play than Justin Thomas. I think he's a better play than Will Zalatoris. And I think he's a better play than Victor Hovland. Even though he's the most expensive. That's if you're not going Spieth. Now, if you want to get fucking crazy sexy, you could do Spieth and Scheffler. All right. Okay, you can find somebody in the 6s or 2 that you like. Go nuts. But I don't think Scheffler's going to win either. So you could do that. I'm not against it. But I'm not doing that. I'm going to play Spieth. I'm very comfortable. Now, nobody can end a made cut streak quite like I can. It's true. That, you know what? I've been saying that for a little bit of, like a little while now. I can't recall the last time I really like killed a guy's cut streak. I say that a lot. I have to go back and look. I just don't think it's as egregious as it used to be. Things are changing. So that's good. Although I did, no, I just fucking said it. Spieth missed the cut at the Masters. I did have him. So, all right, bad take. It's still there. Nobody can quite end the made cut streak quite like I can. I'm sticking with it. All right, so that's the upper range. I don't think I said this on Monday night. This is one of the things that was not bullshit. Oh my God, I need to get my notes in order. I don't think that it is a high probability that these guys that were in contention or in a playoff in a major last week or won a major last week are going to rev the engines up and just rely on natural talent to contend again. I just don't think that's going to happen. I think there's a moment to enjoy the win. I think it's like a crushing defeat for like a Mito, Zalatoris. It's hard to come back from that 3 days later. Maybe by the time the U.S. Open rolls around, they'll be fine. There will be a better headspace to the next major. But 3 days after, kind of like a scrimmage. So I don't love that. Gonna get some wind on the weekend. Colin might contend early, but then fade to like T22. Got some wind coming. $9,000 range. Burns, Homa, Answer, Im, Finau, Berger. Burns, Homa, answer, Im, Finau, Burger. Oh, Charlie has a baseball game and then a Little League All-Star draft or something that he's dealing with. And I believe he likes Abe Answer. 20% old Abe Answer. So, Charlie, sharp as always. Really going out on a limb. Taking Abe Answer. Okay. That's cute. I'm surprised Finau's ownership is as low as it's projected at 13%. I'm not going to lie. I've kind of done with the Finau thing. I'm like officially, I'm not doing that to myself anymore. I'm trying to surround myself with positive people that put me in a positive frame of mind. So sure shit ain't going to be stuck watching Finau and get myself upset. I am going to take a cam chance on Sungjae Im at 9% owned. I got a 9% Sungjae and a 20% Abe Answer. Half the ownership. That's relevant. Who's a better player, Abe Answer or Sungjae Im? It's a conversation. Maybe. It may not even be a conversation. It may be a no-brainer. And the no-brainer is the lower-owned guy, in my opinion. He's the lowest-owned guy in the range. Now, his record here is a great 2 missed cuts and a 10th place. He missed the cut last year when he was my one and done. Hey, he's fresh. He didn't get his head kicked in last week. He didn't get beat over the head. He was chilling. I'm sure he's healthy. He wouldn't be in the field if he had COVID symptoms. It's still a thing. He just couldn't get out of the country. It's his 4th appearance. Okay, not 6th, but his 4th. That should be enough. That's experience. Coming into this event, he had an 8th, a 21st, finished 14th in the team event, and then he's been out with COVID and stuff. But I think Sungjae Im, ball striking bastard. Can he putt on bent grass greens? Well, he won the Shriners in Vegas on bent grass greens. Can he handle the wind? Well, he won a Honda Classic. Those are notoriously windy. I'm not worried about the skill set. Am I worried about rustiness? Not really. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He's not my pick to win. I might bet him 35-1. But he's not going to be like a one and done or anything like that. But I just think that I am getting good value. And I'm not a big value guy. But it's like, come on. He's half the ownership of the chalkiest guy in the range. He's better than the chalkiest guy in the range. So if he's right, let everybody play Abe Answer, and let's try to beat that guy's or girl's lineup with Sungjae Im. Let's fucking go. It's not that complicated. I don't like Daniel Berger. Max Homa, he just won. Sam Burns, we're not on Bermuda, if that matters. My dad wanted to take either Burns or Homa for his one and done. I talked him out of it. And we'll get to who he's going to be taking. My dad forgot to put in his one and done pick last week. That was a big goose egg. Now he would have had Xander T12, maybe like, I don't know how much he won, maybe 200 grand. Nah, it's probably too high. That's a major. But my dad kind of took it well. He said, well, at least now I can use Xander again. Okay. That's true. Because he didn't use anybody this week. You fucking Ranger fans. You're the worst. You're the absolute worst. You're so naive. That team is going nowhere. You're just wasting energy and time, and you're just going to end up upset. That team is going nowhere. But you have a good time. Enjoy Game 5. Then enjoy Game 6, and then enjoy Game 7. Go along for the ride. Have a good time. But God, I can't wait till they get fucking eliminated. You're so annoying. Oh, no quit. No quit. Okay. They suck. All right, let's see. $8,000 range. So my pick, and who I told my dad, who I'm taking, who I have a good feeling about this week, and I said that's probably what I was going to do, and he's like, "Oh, okay, well, I'm going to go with him then." Puts a lot of pressure on me. Now, the process with Big Jack is I get the Rob Bolton power rankings, and before I even read them, I send them to Pops. Pops really takes it in, gives it a good minute or two, and then makes a pick. And then I'll say, I don't like that, whatever. And then he'll make another pick or whatever, however it goes. But that's when the conversation starts. And then I start my stuff. Then I start my process because he's like a Monday, put the pick in, we're ready to go Monday. You know, I gotta stew. I gotta stew for a couple days, overthink the shit out of this. But I knew Monday that I liked this Taylor Gooch a lot. And I was fucking flabbergasted when I saw that Taylor Gooch was not in Rob Bolton's power rankings. I couldn't believe it. I didn't understand it. I'm surprised that my dad even said that he would like go with it because Taylor Gooch was not in power rankings. I couldn't believe it. I am betting Taylor Gooch. I'm going to pick Taylor Gooch as my one and done. I had Taylor Gooch last week, and I was shot tracking the shit out of Taylor Gooch. And let me tell you something. That guy is a ball striking bastard. It was so frustrating last week. We got to talk about these guys all the time that are ball striking bastards that can't make any putts. Well, let me tell you something. Taylor Gooch last week in the mix. I don't know how it works with the stats at Fantasy National and opportunities gained and all that shit, but I got it. Taylor Gooch has got to be up there. All right? I did some notes, did a little research for you people just to make my point. Last Thursday, shot 69. Nice. 1 under par. But first hole, 4 feet. 6th hole, 12 feet. 9th hole, 7 feet. 18th hole, 6 feet. 1 under par. Brutal. But Friday is really when I noticed it. All right, a couple of missed opportunities on Thursday. Fine. You can live with that. Friday, 1 birdie, 1 bogey. Even par 70. 1 under par. First hole, 10 feet. Second hole, 12 feet. Fourth hole, 9 feet. Fifth hole, 6 feet. He made that one. 10th hole, 9 feet. 14th hole, 8 feet. Ball striking the shit out of the fucking golf ball. That's 10 birdie opportunities. Legit birdie opportunities. The guy's fucking 1 under after 2 days. And then Saturday, shoots 74, out of the tournament, comes back on Sunday, shoots 68, T20, fucking, he is hitting the ball great right now. And I cannot believe nobody's talking about this. It's not Rob Bolton's power rankings. He's not anybody's pick. I don't know what's going on. I know what I saw. Now, I could be fucking Samsonite and be way off on this whole thing. But if I'm right, oh my God, I'm going to make a big bet on Taylor Gooch this week, like an uncomfortably big bet, almost out of spite. No one's picking him. His ownership. He's right like in the middle. Like 14%. Same as all these other freaking scrubs. All right, Fleetwood 16. Fleetwood's not winning this week. Let me tell you something right now. Unless this score is fucking 4 or 5 under par, Tommy Fleetwood is not winning. And it's not going to be. It's going to be like 13 under par, 14 under par. Tommy Fleetwood can't get there because he doesn't make enough birdies. Billy Horschel's 13%. Davis Riley, and only Davis Riley, he's 14%. Kevin Na, 13%. Taylor Gooch, 14%. Right in the mix. Not special, not a special exception. He's not standing out, and he should be standing out. Maybe the stats from the PGA aren't in your little precious models. I don't know. Maybe they are. But how? Why? There's a putting. I liked him last week. Bent grass is not a problem. Guy was striking the shit out of the ball. If he could just make a couple of putts, he could play in the wind on the weekend, can make birdies early, and then he could hang in there because he's got a great short game. He's like top 10 on tour, strokes gained around the green. Just got to fucking put the ball in the hole. It could happen. Well, I like Taylor Gooch a lot. That guy is anchoring my lineup. He is my pick to win. So, Taylor Gooch, 35-1. Let's fucking go. It's his 5th appearance. Not his 6th, but his 5th. We'll make a special exception. Turning 30 years old. He miscut his first appearance here. Need experience. 29th, 43rd, 14th. His last 3. Fucking percolating. God damn it. His last 5 starts. 18th, 14th, 21st in the team event, which we all know doesn't count. Miscut, and then 20th last week. Oklahoma guy playing right there in Texas. The wind's not going to be a problem. I think people are like sick of playing Taylor Gooch. I don't know what it is. I went right into Rob Bolton's DM and said, Rob, what the hell is going on here? I thought you'd be all over Taylor Gooch. How is this guy not in your power rankings? Did nobody see what I saw last week? Rob Bolton, man of the people, gives me a nice, pleasant response. That's fine. Had him in his draws and fades. He likes him, just doesn't love him. Fine. But saw in a column today, Rob Bolton, first round leader, Taylor Gooch, 40-1. Likes it. Okay, Rob. So we'll see. Maybe I could get a first round leader and win the tournament. Taylor Gooch. That'd be a beefy number. All right. Let's see. But I like Taylor Gooch. That's my pick. Let's fucking go. Dude, that guy, his numbers are sick. He's a great iron player. I love a great iron player. He's great around the green. He plays good in the wind. He's in good form. Not highly owned. That's a fucking recipe, man. Week after a major. He's fucking hungry. All the elites like, it's a scrimmage. Taylor Gooch. My boy Max Homa Taylor Gooch is saying, boy, I just saw Max Homa win again. I've won before. I could try to win again. Let's fucking go. It's there. It's fucking there. Oh, gonna be so rich. All right. What am I doing? All right, next range. Yeah, we can go to next range. I mean, I thought about Kevin Na. That makes sense. Bent grass green guy. Coke rack, bent grass green guy. Both won here before. But, no. Spieth, Sungjae, Taylor Gooch. Above 8. That's where we're going. All right, so in the 7s. Again, very average ownership. Nobody jumping out. Got a bunch of guys between 10 and 13%. People just pick your own losers. Go with who you like, who you're comfortable with. They're all there. You got your Bassy Munoz, HV3, Brian Harmon, Justin Rose, Tom Hoagie. Everybody else is under 10%. So pick whoever the fuck you want. Don't matter. So I thought Chris Kirk would be highly owned. I don't think he's going back-to-back in terms of awesome performances. He might. I pointed out Chris Kirk last week. Didn't play him. Finished T5, and now he's on people. He's got people got people's attention, and I just don't think it works like that. So we're out on Chris Kirk. Gary Woodland fired his swing coach. I heard that on a podcast. Where are you going to hear that? I heard it. Yeah, Gary Woodland just fired his swing coach. I don't know what that means. It's relevant. It's relevant. Obviously not happy with his swing. Not comfortable. What he shouldn't be happy with is his bunker play. So I think I mentioned CT Pan on the Golf Gambling podcast. Total bullshit. I'm not playing CP Pan. I'm going to play Mav McNeely. I am putting Mav McNeely in that bucket of guys who haven't won that I think are going to win. And they're going to win eventually. And I like Maverick McNeely. So I'm going to play him. He's been very good to me. Remember, I picked him in the match play and he dusted, who was it? Victor Hovland? Maybe? Was it Hovland? Who was that? Oh, no, it was Neiman, I think. I have it right here. Yeah, it was Neiman. God, you're so smart. Colonial's got small greens, right? Allegedly. That might be true. And Matt McNeely has a reputation. Pebble Beach, small greens on tour. Heritage, really small greens. I mean, it's not that far of a leap. He's highly owned. He's a 10% owned guy. And so it's not a secret. This is his 4th appearance, not his 6th, but he's been here before. 42nd, 32nd, 20th. Huh? Top 10 maybe? His last 6 starts, 17th, 35th, 26th, miscut team event. 32nd and 75th of the PGA. All right, so maybe last week wasn't the best setup in the world for him. Makes sense. I wasn't thinking Mav McNeely last week. But maybe this is a little softer spot. A little softer spot. You know, he's hungry. He's motivated. Wants to get a win. This is a good opportunity for him to get a win and just get himself in the mix. He hasn't missed a cut in a real event in a long time. I've heard. And nobody can quite end the made cut streak quite like I can. But I like Matt McNeely. He's a friends and family type of guy. And we're going for it this week. And we'll see what happens. So I'm going to play Matt McNeely. All right? Good. So that's that guy. What are we doing next? So I got some pretty robust ownership so far. If you look at it. Jordan Spieth, 24%. Sung Jae's just around 10. Taylor Gooch, 14. Matt McNeely's just about 10. So all double-figure guys. All right, so we got to get a little crazy. Got to get a little cute. And this worked out because I liked my team before even ownership came out. And when ownership came out, I didn't make any drastic changes because something was out of place. Everything was kind of like where I thought New Spieth would be highly owned. I know Im would be low-ish. I didn't care what Gooch's was. So we're all like, everything's fine. And then when I saw the ownership on these last 2 guys, I said, all right, I should be fine. And I'm going to be fine. All right? What's up, CP? You know, you didn't answer my text when I apologized. You make me nervous, CP. I need to know we're cool. All right? I don't need another situation, as they say. All right? CP got in my ass because I was busting his chops a little bit. I poked him and he fucking roundhouse right me. Jeez, CP, dial it back, man. So we had a lover's quarrel. Me and CP. All right, where am I going next? So yeah, I am not going to play any of these traditional 10%, 13% owned guys. You can have them. I mean, I looked at them. I thought about it. I don't want any part of Justin Rose. I don't want any part of Brian Harmon, and you shouldn't either. I'm not going to play HV3 at 12%. Munoz, maybe. Well, first round leader. Maybe first round leader for Munoz again. Gonna have nice weather. Yeah. Maybe Tom Hoagie. These guys are good. These guys that I'm noticing. I did all this work last week for the PGA, and I got my beautiful what do you call it? Oh, thanks, Steve. Steve, bet Taylor Gooch this week for me. All right? Bet Taylor Gooch this week. Make a call and get it in. I think he tees off early tomorrow. Call right now. Call right now. 574-432. Call right now. Get your Taylor Gooch bet in. But all these guys that are good around, good approach players and good around the green numbers, I mean, that's right in my sweet spot. Especially when we got some wind. Tom Hoagie's on there. Tom Hoagie was good last week. Texas guy, right? Texas TCU? Yeah. Thought about Matthew Neesmith. Shout out CP. But you know who I like? At 2% ownership? 2. How about Joel Damon? All right? We like Joel Damon in the wind. We got no problem with that. We like Joel Damon on bent grass greens. We got no problem with that. We like him on these little less than driver golf courses, maybe. This guy loves like Pebble Beach, you know. Finished second at the John Deere. It's his 5th appearance here. Sporadic. 2 top 20s, 2 missed cuts. You never know where you're going to get with Jolie D. I remember, I don't know what tournament it was. It might have been Pebble Beach. I mean, when he won, he was coming in off of like 5, 6 missed cuts when he won down in Punta Cana or Puerto Rico, wherever it was. I think it was Punta Cana. So you never really know. It could just come up in a hurry. And if you need to make birdies in bunches Thursday, Friday, and then hang in there Saturday, Sunday in the wind. Yeah. How about a little Jolie D in the mix? He's coming in. He had a WD back in the couple months ago. I think he withdrew from Punta Cana to finish 12th, 29th in the team event. Probably blame his partner. 51st, and then miscut. I think that miscut was last week. You know, okay. Maybe Southern Hills wasn't exactly a Joel Damon golf course. Maybe he didn't even play there. I don't know. I just know he missed cut the last time he played. But again, current form and Joel Damon is not relevant. He could just pop up. And does he have if he's right, and does he have the necessary skill set to play at this golf course? And the answer is yes. Emphatic yes. 2 top 20s here. Can play in the wind, can handle bent grass greens, no problem. I like it. 2% owned. 2%. Let's fucking go. Jolie D. He's a perfect post week after a major winner. Joel Damon. Right? Right. It fits. So I like that one. All right. So I really liked those 5 guys. I thought, Joel Damon, that might be a good, little sneaky pick. If anyone's going to miss the cut, it's probably going to be Joel Damon. I know that going in. My 5 is 6. Yeah, I get it. But it didn't leave me a lot of money. I had to dip it to the 6s. I hate dipping into the 6s. Dipping into the 6s sucks. All right. I did not find a lot of names down there that I was interested in. I looked around, did a little poking, a little prodding. Now, I don't like to play washed up old guys. Saw a little Rory Sabatini down there. I can't do it. I think he won Colonial back in the 80s. All right. I can't do it. Yeah, JT posted. Very similar to Joel Damon in terms of consistency. Yeah, I can't. Can't count on him. Can't count on him. Got a 10% owned Austin Smotherman. I mentioned him on Monday night. 10% owned. That's fucking ridiculous. Nancy in accounting. Don't play Austin Smotherman. I saw Vince Whaley was 12% owned. He wasn't even somebody that I was considering, but he's got really high ownership. That's like a guy you play and you're playing with like Scheffler and Spieth in the same lineup. And you throw in a little Vince Whaley and Austin Smotherman, hope for the best. Well, good luck with that. I thought about Carlos Ortiz. You know, everybody likes Abe Answer. Like, oh, Abe Answer is playing in Texas. There's a thing. I talked about this at the Byron Nelson. There's a thing with players of Mexican descent in the state of Texas. They're very comfortable. And if Abe Answer's 20% owned and everybody likes Abe Answer, shout out to Charlie, it's not far-fetched to throw out a Carlos Ortiz at $6,500, maybe make a cut for you. It's not too far-fetched. I don't know his ownership because I'm not rostering him. He did make the cut at the Byron Nelson, which is in Texas, by the way. And I think that's could be smart. But I'm not doing that because I don't have balls. All right? If I had the balls, I'd play Carlos Ortiz and I would die on that hill. But I'm not dying on that hill. I'm dying on the Joel Damon hill, more or less. That's my squeamish pick. Well, I guess this pick is pretty squeamish too. I don't like playing washed up old guys, but one of my favorite washed up old guys, I am going to play Lucas. I think I glove you. I do. Lucas Glover, 6,700. This is his 16th appearance. He's played Colonial 15 times. He's got one top 10, but it was last year. He finished 8th. His last 2 appearances here, 23rd and 8th. 4% owned. I will take an 8th. I will take a 23rd. I'll take a 34th. All right? I'm not that greedy. If experience matters, and we think it does, post-major win candidate, he's not going to win. But he can pop. He can pop. All right? His last 6. 18th, I think that was at Valero, by the way, which is in Texas. 18th, 30th, which was the Masters, grinded his ass off to make the cut at the Masters. Ball striking bastard. 18th, 30th, 48th, miscut in the team event, miscut in another event after that, but 23rd last week in the PGA. 23rd. I think he had a bad first round and then was sub 70 the next 3. Played well in the wind. He's a ball striking bastard, that Lucas Glover. Now, can he make enough putts to win? No. Can he make enough birdies in calm conditions to make it to the weekend? Well, that's what we're hoping for. That's what we're hoping for. He's had success at the Valero in Texas. Is that relevant at even a little? Probably not. He's had success at the Honda. That wasn't like, it's windy. That's hard. That's windy. Is that relevant? Probably not. Am I like grasping at straws trying to make a case for Lucas Glover? Yeah. He did win the John Deere last year out of nowhere on bent grass greens, by the way. It's plausible. It's not likely. But he can do something. And at 4% owned at $6,700, he's a nice little addition, little friends and family. Well, friends and family, Lucas Glover, Matt McNeely, Taylor Gooch, who's becoming like a brother-in-law at this point. Why don't we? Let's go. Let's go. Let's everything coming up Nagel this week, and everything just falls into place. How about it? Why not? Don't text me during the show. Spieth, Sung Jae, Taylor Gooch, Mav McNeely, Jolie D, and Lucas Glover coming up the rear. That's not terrible. Ball striking bastards. some hunger, right? Or a little hunger. It's a little hunger. They're hungry. Bounce back potential. Got a little bit of everything. Now, will it all marry and come together in perfect harmony? Not likely. Somebody will screw me. It happens. And we'll just do a show next week. We'll figure it out. We'll bitch about it. Woe is me. Always the victim. And we'll see what happens. All right? That's what we're going to do. All right? Self-awareness is very important. All right, so that's it. That's the show. How long did I go? Hour 5. Let's fucking go. All right, so I would really appreciate it if you would send out something. Let people know that this is here, and this was a good episode tonight, and some solid picks or something. I laughed. This show sucks. Anything. CP? Stephen Hennessy? Retweet your boy. Let's fucking go. All right. Ortiz is Colombian. No. Ortiz is Mexican. Feldman? Jeez. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate that. What's up, Gio? Nice to see you. All right, so that's it. I have not made any bets yet. I don't think. Thanks, Ridley. I haven't made any. I don't think I put any bets in. I got a couple of futures that I am keeping an eye on. But for the first time in a long time, I have no those PGA bets, the Kokrak and the Schefflers. Those things were in there for a long time. So I no longer have them in my open category. Yeah, I just have my futures. So I haven't made any bets yet. I am probably going to bet, Gooch. I'm going to bet those guys that I played. And I haven't looked at my matchups, a matchup parlay, or my 3-ball parlay, or my group parlay. I haven't looked at any of that stuff. That's what Wednesday nights are for. And it's Wednesday night. So it's fucking betting season. I'm very excited to get all this shit in, then set up my favorites, and we'll be ready to go. And we'll have a nice little tournament. Next week's Memorial. Awesome. This is high times. Everything's great. All right. So thanks for watching. Tell somebody. Recommend. Chef recommends. Do something. And I will talk to you guys next week. Are we cool? I think we're cool. I'm leaving anyway. Send me a tweet. I don't give a shit. All right. I'll talk to you later. Thank you, and have a good night.